Good evening and welcome to the Thursday, November 12th, 2020 regular meeting of the Kern County Planning Commission. Roll call. Madam Clerk, will you please call it for us?
Mr. Ashley?
Here.
Mr. Judge?
Here.
Mr. McGivney?
Here.
Ms. Skidmore?
Here.
Mr. Sprague? Mr. Hall?
Here.
Mr. Murphy?
Here.
Ms. Slayton?
Here.
The County of Kern provided notice that as a result of the declared federal, state, and local emergencies due to COVID-19 pandemic, and in light of the governor's order, this Kern County Planning Commission If you're interested in providing comments on any item on the agenda, have not already received direction on how to do so, please contact the clerk at 661-496-7487. We will begin tonight's meeting with the commission member announcements or reports. Seeing or hearing none, we will next go on to the approval of the minutes from the October 22nd, 2020 meeting.
Motion to approve.
Commissioner Skidmore here. I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioners, please cast your votes.
Aye.
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 And Commissioner Sprague is not present, so that would be 4 ayes and 1 absent, right? Okay. Next item is cases withdrawn or requests for continuance. We have, I think, a change in status on one of these. Is that correct, Mr. Murphy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would recommend you just kind of go through the normal agenda. We'll get to that item, and then we'll talk about the revised recommendation.
Gotcha. So currently, we have no issues or no cases withdrawn or requests for continuance. We have no consent items for this evening. So the next item we'll talk about is miscellaneous, and that is the appointment of the nominating committee. Did I jump over one already? I did, huh? Okay, so no, we'll do public presentations first, and we'll go back to that. Portion of the meeting is reserved for persons desiring to address the commission on any matter not on this agenda and over which our commission has jurisdiction. Are there any such public presentations this evening?
Chairman Ashley, there have been no requests to speak in the public presentation section.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we will move on to public hearings. Now we will talk about the case on tonight's agenda. Mr. Murphy, you will cover that for us.
I will. Thank you again, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. We do have one item on the agenda this evening. This is conditional use permit number 23, map number 47, conditional use permit number 27, map number 47, and specific plan amendment number 4, map 47. Our applicant is this is the Kern Solar Project, and our applicant is R&L Capital, Inc. Staff was prepared to present this case before your commission this evening. However, late this afternoon, we did receive some additional correspondence. Based on a review of that correspondence, it's staff's determination that additional time is needed for us to properly review and provide information to your commission before any action can be taken on this item. Given that, staff would recommend that we don't have a public presentation on the project, we don't have any public testimony, and rather we would revise our recommendation and recommend this project be continued until your December 10th, 2020 hearing, at which time staff will be able to provide a full public presentation on this item, and then we would be able to take the public testimony at that point. We have corresponded with our applicant about this. They are comfortable with that request, and we have let the people know that had previously signed up to speak on that item, that it was a recommendation for continuances. And if the clerk can correct me, I don't believe that there's anybody that is now logged on to provide any public testimony in the first place. So I think we are good to go with our recommendation, but that would be our revised recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. This does require an action on our part, which is to continue, right? So I would certainly entertain a motion for that now.
Motion to continue.
Second that.
So we have a motion and a second. I think just because of the way we are, we're going to do roll call vote.
Mr. Ashley?
Yes.
Mr. Judge?
Yes.
Mr. McGivney?
Aye.
Ms. Skidmore?
Yes.
Mr. Sprague? 4 ayes, 1 absent.
Okay, so this case is continued to December 10th. Is that what you said, Mr. Murphy?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, now we will get to the appointment of the nominating committee. Since we're not full staff tonight, we're missing Commissioner Sprague. He is always a valuable source of information relative to these kinds of things. So I would motion to our commission that maybe we push this to the December 10th meeting as well. What official action we need to do that, Mr. Murphy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, you can do that. You can just indicate that it is your intent, as you don't have a full commission this evening, to appoint the nominating committee at your next meeting, which would be the December 10th meeting. What would happen then at that time is, after that meeting, that committee would meet, confer, come up with some recommendations. Then when we met in January, Chairman Judge would still serve as the chairman of that meeting, but then assuming who the nominating committee recommends is willing to accept that position, then the second meeting in January is then when they would take over as the chairman. So we would have Commissioner Judge retain the chairmanship for that first meeting just to get it sorted out. But that would be completely fine and still within the time frame appropriate.
Fantastic, thanks. So any action that we need to take other than that statement?
We had to put a motion out there, is that correct, Mr. Murphy?
I honestly don't know, but there's no reason not to.
Okay, we have a motion.
I'll put the motion to continue this nomination until our next meeting.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. Can we do a roll call vote on that as well?
Mr. Ashley?
Yes.
Mr. Judge?
Yes.
Mr. McGivney?
Aye.
Ms. Skidmore?
Yes.
Mr. Sprague? 4 ayes, 1 absent.
Okay, motion carries. We will report back with the nominating committee on December 10th, and they will go forth and do their job and come back to us in January. Okay, our next item on the agenda is adjournment. So I'll take a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Motion and a second, and we can do a voice vote on this one, I'm assuming. Aye.
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 Okay, thank you
Good night,
all for your
everybody.
time. Have a good evening, and see
Good
you on the
night.
10th.
Good night.